Yabwache mwakwa Badwam TV Badwam kasie yi eso yadani te kote gwase ne nkranhye nsam a anopenso wode adi kan de ama ye de adu so no eye kasie nsam no doso ne yetodwa mu bi ya wo betini Franka tuni de mindisi amanyoko John Dramani Mahama se aban animanimi ya no wo se adehia wo mo ekwa ahohiahia mu ewo akosomo sutade na ye bie ye ma se nyapade no opa ba bi ema won mo etna ye de honsam no ebeba Northern District Health Directory ye Adanse North District Health Directorate ye wa santemantam ne mu no won mo aye won mo end of year performance review afiafe no nhia mu won bu nkunta hwede ekoso na akoso ewo fomina ma babeto edwa se teenage pregnancy nko no won mo enya enkwada 212 emu achi mapemfo nso emu bese edu enkono ewo HIV/AIDS emu awano bi eno ene ensem bi ena no pa emede somo Adom TV Badwam kase o share me live on Facebook/Adom TV extra go TV ayo channel 119 ena DSTV nso a obenya yen wo 280 wo YouTube nso search Adom TV tube ye wo ho medidi afia amankwa tamaklo afia ni DMT sede nsem ni chiremo ankasa etie Adom kasia yamani boni ya wosiri mentifido Iliasu Abdul Rauf Dabre ene waye nyameso ade akohu kwada aduonum 50 ya wo hia wenwo MA Primary School eno wo adra seche dumase mensin mu asantemantam a wakoye won wadoye enne school atade ankura no wonbehye no na hu odene nti nkura aduonum wakodum school ntade Adom TV kase etwaso
Sasa na dema inya Rauf sabe Roma ana etete no school ya mu na etete no se na wono so anyu na wo hu se sabe ababo school na sabe ya sem papa enya bone ti dia kanza dia ya wayi bia yakopon hye na namu
head teacher awo sukua Adom News Nsenchoni ekoye sa adoye Habib Isahaku enso ne Adom News Nsenchofo etwetwe nkomo no wode tudwa se
wa se ya kola ya chama bia Abdurrauf ne wa bada adoye kesi ama nkwala yi nkranhye ama nkwala no se bibiri wo ha o school informatity na ya are ho kasa wayi ebe shomu nkran ama o Kenya mo madisuo mu ebiom so ebe shomu nkran ama emre bi o ma school na we so ye kan akere nkwala o ma fa school mu mo mori o mo so da achi bi no de o menye bia no o ma school hiya mo pa
awofo no bia wo mo anya achede bi patient Mabila ene Adom News Nsenchofo etwetwe nkomo wode tudwa se
gina haba ya awofo nyina edenya kokon ase se yesu ya bai etimi ko school yi wa ha wieye akọ amanya kokon akoyede akọ se na na mu amana nya edwuma a wo ye ama wano so akai nachi ahu se ni nuafo so abehye na na mu wanachi ebehwe omo ne amahye mu eso konya odo bi bana kuma mu a wano so aye
Kadema mpeni John Dramani Mahama wano ye Franka tuni de ma NDC amanyoko no na enei wose aban no ye nhyehyɛ de boa womo a akosomo nso no aye bieye no enya ohawo ewo wonso.
According to NADMO, a staggering 12,633 people were displaced in North Tongo alone. I support the call for an inquiry to investigate what the cause of this man-made disaster was. Because we all are aware that VRA has the capacity to measure the inflows into the lake and is also able to annually project the releases that come from the Bagri Dam in Burkina Faso. And so it should have been possible to know that with the excessive rainfall that took part in the northern part of this country, including the volumes that were expected to come from the Bagri Dam, releases or spillage from the lake should have started much earlier than they did.
John Dramani Mahama esan so de atso aban animu se animanimu ya wonyen hyehyeye se de be ya manfo asesei enam saa atorenchem no so wonya ba bi mfa wontinto no obepa bi ama wonom atena.
Me appeal to the President Nana Akufo-Addo and his Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to be more responsive and sensitive to the plight of the victims of the Akosombo a dam spillage and immediately get to work to commence resettling the victims. The insensitivity of government to the plight of
I was handsome way more no I not Tom Russia Bejani Samuel Okujitu Ablakwa and then Abua for the phase 2 housing edifice and also at the Ama this year one call and him.
I'll be remiss if I do not re-echo the sentiments of our revered chiefs. You have heard the Volta Regional House of Chiefs. You have heard Togbe Manklalo. We are still waiting for the central government to commence the construction of resettlement homes. How long are people going to be living like refugees in their own country, in their own hometown? How long? How long are we going to be living in tents? Very soon, the rainy season will be upon us. Those tents cannot save us. So His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Vice President Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia, remember your oath of office.
Manfobia, wonyanya baby a wodi wonti beto no, ene amane boni twetwe nkomo a wo kire mu se eduru nsutobre a na ayamhyehye ne hu ena aba bedua won so.
Asitina ewo mu hasisi ameti bia ewo mu nenye because tent ayede mu no mu ye hyankasa ehyew ne nti hu nkola ne bi hu rashes guomo edro na adwo a ansa na enwuba kakansa na watimi ada ba wiya se ne untimi mbe mu nda emu ye hyankasa untimi nda nti tent na ewo mu se no se nso tobre banso a menim se na ebeye because nso kase kakra bi toy ha yankasa
yewa hanu nsuo tompre nan yewa tenti no no ye di pan na di ase o na nsuo no nyunu gu enti sa tenti na yewa ho no enye onipa tina bre no enti se dru so tobre nan kasa ende ye be sori agina ye na so wa tenti no nya bebi fa ye tenti
etu me fe no na nkola no mo ko school ye na ye ba ha no atan so ne ska odi o mo be fa moto akokro ma na ehwa ye din kakra. Ansi udi omukwa ezise won
Adom TV kase na oguso ehwene ya toaso de makoye nsamfoforo mu na Dance North mensino emu apomodin atena na won mo hia ye wo afiafi nhia mu ahwese de wo bo wo homodin ewo mantam no emu na ewi akire no mprowanyi sen won mu nya nipa 212 emu achi nso ma apemfo nso emu 19 the HIV/AIDS and one be a woman 2023 no emu Adom kase etwaso
nipa ewo adanse mansi mu ha no ye hwe empemiensa oha ani adunum nson emu gya mu efa HIV yade no na ye hu se saa hwehwemu no emu edunkron ewo HIV yade no ebi na nyame adom yetimi di omu nyina ato aduru so a obi agu so a ofa na duro eno achi no ye wapemfo so a ye hwe omu mugam apem ene hanson aduokron eno mu no ye hu se emu edu de omu saa oha no bi wo mugam nyame adom omu so omu nyina no yetimi di omu ato aduru so a omu gu so a eno mu duro se ne be ya omu ma no be wo omu no saa oha no wunya bi
Wani amani boni enkomo twetwe mu no ade ba ko ana nani agye ho pa ene se mperwanyinsɛn ɛso ate ɛwo mansinim ho no mo pa
ye nige sem kakra ne se mperwanyinsɛn ɛso ate o ye mansin mu ha so wo hwɛ ye nkontabu mu a afi atwa mu no na mperwanyinsɛn no wo soro kakra nso so afi atumi abafam afra sɛ no na wo 229 afi wei ɛso ate abafam ama naba 212 na mu sa gichemu so hwe mu a omo di mfie edu ekopem edu nan no omo ye miensa na omo soso a omo di mfie edu num kopem edu nkron no omo ye ahanu ene edu nkron e kire se
nananom kabom ko bi a wonomo ensa se na ban age afri won nsam a wode ama Ghana Rubber Estate Limited se wonyemfanya adwuma no ene wonomo kabom ko dia district na mampani Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo anim se won pata sika no nana ache wadaroma ye na fadom wo mo no mo nso ntimi fa hwe wo ho a nananom yi ene Adom TV kase edi nkomo yi
ye nananom wo asase no mai oye osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah onam nsampa oye won kan the rubber mfaso a oziba bre ma no nananom ti won pe ntonya de na bia keje ho de mama 100 acres mama 200 acres mama them ma oye yin de won awon do mo bo bia so what asase ni na nananom yen compensation as at today aben bia bia yeto anama faso bia mbado oh yen.
Community Affairs Manager Emma Ghana Rubber Estate Limited Perry Echampong a Kasaye Edema Managing Director Emma Jumekuo no enso di nsem sei ena tuudwa
ade da yeni so say di obu ebema communities nyina na August 2023 ya na yeshia ya announce concession fee tuama na no mampa so e suma December yi yetua 2023 then yetua obia ema no the tosumienu oba back to girl since last year we hu kakra we hu ni Sena grill any nananom yanyankofa na your relationship necessity say hu hia pa ma yeguso a ye hwe say nsem a ebebeba no ye bitimi ahwe ma yatena sena yetima kana asomdwemu na oyidi say
Adom TV Badwam kase na aguso ehwe no na wo ensem foforo mu no Kanima mpani John Dramani Mahama enene obo ekokuma wo mahye bedwafie mu obo wamba so pa chichi won kandini ora to force senei wo ma mampani ene na bedi akire ni abamu mpanifo ahunu won asede ya bribia no wo pem no ma oye ne esefata Adom kase etwaso.
They have been so bad that their own poster boy is attempting an inexplicable and contrived separation between himself and the happenings in the very government he was touted as the brain behind for purely electoral purposes. From a position where they inherited an economy to which stability had been restored after a brief period of turbulence occasioned by unavoidable headwinds, this government has squandered its way into a ditch from which it has become impossible to emerge without imposing deep suffering on the people of Ghana. I know that you have only in the last few days returned to Parliament after the Christmas break to continue with important business of state. Your return is opportune and timely, as it affords you an opportunity to maintain even greater vigilance and oversight over a government that is increasingly becoming desperate and will no doubt be attempting to ram draconian policies down the throats of Ghanaians. These may include new taxes and also may include undeserved exemptions which will further exacerbate our economic crisis. All indications point to a resounding victory for the NDC in the 2024 elections. On the evidence of what we've seen so far, I believe I speak for the generality of Ghanaians when I say that you in the minority have lived up to expectation. And you've done this by putting in valiant efforts to check the excesses of this government. You've stood firmly and pushed back against blatant abuse of parliamentary rules and standing orders. You've held this marauding government at bay and fought against their very unpopular policies. Today, there is unanimity among all fair-minded Ghanaians that our nation is in terrible economic crisis. Our economy is in disarray, forcing millions of Ghanaians to grapple with extreme hardship and unprecedented suffering. High cost of living, high inflation, a collapsed currency, high interest rates, debt defaults, and the obnoxious domestic debt exchange have made life unbearable for the majority of our citizens. There's also no doubt.
Ho West Mrashe Bedwani wo from Montamu ye Emmanuel Akwasi Bezra na ne wo se mampani abedi akire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo to Frank ama MPP amanyoko ne nsɛm a ɔde kɔto dwa kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ bold decision ɛbɛboa yɛn da akyɛ ne de ohun sɛ nokura bia enim
Whole West Emrashe Bedwani Emmanuel Bezira ade ato omanpanyin abedi echi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia animu se na wotwe etwa mu ensɛm a wɔde bɛto Ghanafoɔ animu no ɛbɛyɛ anka wɔnsan emra biom. Emrashe Bedwani kasaye mu no wɔkyerɛ mu se manpanyin abedi ekyire yi ɛna edwemtenani a wɔda economic management team na no ɛkɔ mfie nwɔtwe na se wontumi mu ayɛ ɛma empumtuo bia ɛma Ghana hanom a ɛde ne di adanseɛ se Ghanafoɔ to abama no na so ɔbɛyɛ manpanyin a obeye mpomtudwuma bia ede aboa manfo ofa saa akonya no so ede to manfo a wonom ewo agotime ziope animu se wonom ento aba emma Charles Agbeve sebe obetimi abe wonom Emrashe Bedwani na wonsan so ento ma John Dramani Mahama no meye mampanyini se de ebeya mpomtudwuma ahodo bebre abeba wonom ekurum honom wane amane boni ode hyebo wusu job ena twetwe nkomo wo bra manfo oha ene adwunu mienu bi ede adepam ene etie adesua a wonom esuaye no eba awiye
mesi ese okọ ayaresabia na omuhu se sisia no ni bibia ye correct nti ye panu cho se mi Emmanuel Kwesi Bedwani ni panu cho se onko ayaresabia na omu check se bibia ye correct 2024 is with them because omehu obi awo opposition he has been able to provide job for over 122 people in one constituency. Clearly, MPP couldn't do it.
Baby any annual so bakwa Badwam pesia so ye war Western North Mountain Emrashe Bedwani ye Alfred Obimboaten ne nei wa hye ebo akere sa kwan awodo no ade ya me ya Adom a enche ni nyina bakwa wiye bra won mo beye
kwan we nyina nya me ya Adom a ene ya start last week na because inspection ye koni akwa akoto aso ne ye wie sa akwa domle bokwa ye kwa kowie ICT aye obi ahwanso ye bi o supreme court ye bi o private group ye wie ne the computers ye kwa kogugu and many other projects uko aye ukrodua almost complete teachers bungalows ni nyina ma je ato so at least basic for teachers bungalow aye 70 na at least the teacher for be nine na say omo ware ye de bi kra be 4 be 10 kra be tumi occupy ye we nyina mo a omo sa kwai na akasa nso no so say ya wodo dada be di akire na me yakukota
Emrashe Bedwani agidi ye pa se afempinu ene edunu na yabato no obedu mu nkunim na emma dodo a wodi bedi nkunim no bedo so achen emma wonyaye e wa afempinu ene edunu abato ni mu.
The reason back also almost you even say, open say me resourceful. 17,000 a day, yeah, they call 20,000. Their target. And now man for free say, then this year you will be an individual. Yeah, can so be more. And everything I could even Kuna and Nom Quangusuna and we do be. Yes, I would do the account. Yeah, came to be a said you. If you want is not to so yeah. And this for candidate here. They are 10% in terms of that. So because me yeah. Cry to now go cast a vote to now to Tiamia. O corner na ofna popa on the besi mani. It ya no be bam ye 20,000 vote difference.
Mami nyina no so na Adom TV kasia na hada brema kwan na no pay media sie aseda ya odia umre no wadaje wo kode awrade mfa nkomra somdwem na emom yenwie aka mami nye nkrato kituwa yimra na yemeto so do bonkrata no na fi online stories no me kwa basisia